Ladies and gentlemen, there is a kind of pain that doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't crash through the door. It doesn't scream. It slips in quietly. It sits beside you in rooms that once felt safe. It looks like trust. It sounds like promises. And when it finally reveals itself, it leaves you stunned, wondering how something so familiar could hurt you so deeply. That pain is betrayal. And almost everyone in this room knows it. Not the kind of betrayal that comes from strangers, but the kind that comes from someone you trusted, someone you believed in, someone you let see the parts of you the world never sees. Because betrayal doesn't hurt because of what was done. It hurts because of who did it. It hurts because trust was present, because loyalty was real, because love of some kind was involved. One moment, everything feels normal. The next, something feels off. A word said differently. A silence that lasts too long. A truth that doesn't line up with your intuition. And when the truth finally arrives, it doesn't always come cleanly. Sometimes it comes in fragments. Sometimes it comes from someone else's mouth. Sometimes it comes when you were never ready to hear it. Shock sets in first. Your body reacts before your mind does. Your chest tightens. Your stomach drops. Your heart starts racing, not because you're afraid, but because you're confused. How could this happen? How could they do this to me? How did I not see it coming? And that confusion becomes a loop. You replay conversations. You reread messages. You revisit moments that once made you smile, now searching for hidden meaning. You start questioning not just them, but yourself. You wonder if you were naive, if you trusted too much, if you loved too deeply, if your loyalty somehow invited betrayal. And then come the nights, those long, quiet nights, the ones where the world sleeps, but your mind refuses to rest, where questions echo louder than answers, where silence feels heavier than noise. You lie there staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of broken promises. Promises you didn't force. Promises they offered freely. You remember how you showed up, how you defended them, how you stayed consistent, how you were loyal when it wasn't convenient. And you wonder why that loyalty went unanswered. Betrayal has a way of making you feel invisible, like your effort didn't matter, like your presence wasn't valued, like your heart was expendable. And slowly, quietly, it begins to do something dangerous. It makes you doubt your worth. You start asking questions no one should ever have to ask themselves. Was I not enough? Was I too much? If I gave everything and it still wasn't valued, what does that say about me? Betrayal doesn't just break trust in others. It tries to break trust in yourself. It makes you question your judgment, your instincts, your ability to choose wisely. And if you're not careful, the pain turns inward. You blame yourself for what someone else chose to do. You carry guilt that doesn't belong to you. You replay the moment you opened your heart and wonder if that was your mistake. But let me say this clearly, and I need you to hear it, not just listen to it. Your capacity to trust was never the problem. Your loyalty was never the flaw. Your love was never a weakness. The betrayal reveals their choices, not your value. Still, healing doesn't happen overnight. There is a season after betrayal where everything feels fragile, where you move slower, where you guard your words, where you hesitate before trusting again. And that's okay. Healing is not about rushing forward as if nothing happened. Healing is about acknowledging the wound without letting it consume you. There will be days when you feel strong, days when you feel like you've made peace. And then, without warning, a memory will surface. A song will play, a name will come up, and the pain will feel brand new again. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. Healing is not linear. It's layered. But somewhere in the middle of that pain, something begins to shift. You start realizing that you survived something that once felt unbearable. You begin to notice that you're still standing even though something inside you broke. And that's when understanding begins. You realize betrayal did not destroy you. It revealed you. It revealed your depth, your emotional capacity, your ability to love fully and show up sincerely. It revealed that you were strong enough to feel deeply and still keep going. At some point, healing asks something difficult of you. It asks you to choose growth over bitterness, and that choice is not easy. Bitterness feels justified, anger feels protective, walls feel safe, but bitterness keeps you tied to the wound, learning to forgive not for them, but for you. Not to reopen the door, but to finally close it with peace. And slowly, you begin to rebuild. You rebuild with boundaries this time, with discernment, with wisdom earned through pain. You stop giving unlimited access to people who haven't earned it. You learn that loyalty is sacred, and not everyone deserves it. You start trusting yourself again, your instincts, your voice. You begin to understand that self-worth does not come from how someone treats you. It comes from how you honor yourself. And one day, you realize something powerful. You didn't lose yourself in the betrayal. You found yourself. You found your strength. You found your resilience. You found the courage to rise without hardening your heart. Because rising after betrayal doesn't mean becoming cold. It means becoming clear. Clear about what you deserve. Clear about what you will no longer tolerate. Clear about the value you bring to the table. Betrayal changes you, but it doesn't have to diminish you.